my soul. That's just the way I roll.
On the CD, the first single is a song called The Way I Roll, and it's written by Steve Gully, Tim Stafford, and Terry Hurd. It's one of my favorite songs on the CD. It's a toe tapper, it's a driving, it's just a 5-string driving bluegrass song that you want to turn it up when you get in your car and listen to it. It's just one of those feel-good songs. I'm so blessed to have it on the CD, and it's going to be the first release. It's one of our favorite songs that the crowd, and they love it. They ask for it. A lot of times we have to do it a couple of times a day at the festivals, and it's Rose-Colored Glasses. It's just an old, standard, wonderful country song. John Connolly sang it, but I'll tell you, my favorite version is J.D. Crowe when Keith Whitley sang that song. I mean, and I've been doing it since then, you know, since I heard his version of it. And I asked Steve, you know, I said, hey, do you think this would be okay? And he said, well, I don't know, it would have to be pretty different. So it's different enough the way that we do it with that soulful drive that it got on the CD, and I can't wait for y'all to see what you think about it. All right, this is my favorite song, and a reason why, again, I have to say my wife. Valentine's Day, February 14th, and I've told this story before and I'll tell it again, and I'm sure you'll get tired of hearing it, but that's okay. She asked me, well, we were talking, and I said, what do you want for Valentine's Day? You know, what's something that I can get you? And she said, you know, of all the time that we've been together, you've never written me a song, and if you'll do that for me, you got a free pass. And I said, wow, that, you know, I said, that makes my heartstrings flutter. And I took Heartstrings, and it stuck in my head. I went to work the next morning, and that evening I come in and I said, hey, what do you think about this? And it's called Heartstrings, and right now it's really one of the best received songs that we're doing out on the road. And it's a song that I wrote, and the guys helped me put the music to it, and it's a song for my sweeties. So no matter what, anytime I'm in trouble, I can say, hey, do you remember Heartstrings? And it kind of gets me out of the doghouse, if you know what I mean. Another song that we're doing on the CD is one of the songs that it's been around me for years. My first date with my wife was going horrible. It was awful. I knew that there was no chance of her ever going out with me again. We got up and left the movie theater early, and the only thing I could think of is, tell her you can sing. Tell her you can sing. So I said, hey, did I mention to you that I'm a singer? And she said, sure you are. And I said, look, a buddy of mine's got my guitar. If you'll run by his house, I'll sing you a song. You can take me home. I'll never bother you again. Just let me sing to you one time. So I kind of put all my chips in that basket, you know. And lo and behold, she took me to my buddies. I grabbed the guitar. I sang Please Come to Boston for her. And she's been with me ever since. And Please Come to Boston is one of my favorite songs. And it's one of, you know, from the 71, David Loggins, just one of those East Tennessee boys, and it's one of those songs that hit home. And it's the song that I played to my wife to get her to have another date with me. It's the song I played to Steve Gully to get him to record our CD. It's the song that Steve played to Rural Rhythm, to Sam and Sammy, to get those guys to give us a blessing of giving us a record deal. And it's one of those songs that I want to share with everybody. So I'm really happy with that. There's a gospel tune called Get 'Em Up, and it's one that I wrote by myself. And it's just, it's a feel-good gospel tune. It's a little to the left. And I really didn't know that it would be on the CD. I just wrote it. And one night I was at Steve's and we had a writing session. I said, hey man, let me show you a little something that I wrote that I'm really, you know, I'm tickled with this little gospel tune. And he said, it's got to be on the CD. And I can't wait for you to hear it. He plays a 1932 Martin archtop guitar, which belongs to Don Gully, his dad, another one of my heroes. And I just can't wait for you to hear Get 'Em Up. It's such a good little toe-tapping song that I'm proud of.
Have you heard about Noah and the rain coming down? Get 'em up. And what about Gabriel's trumpet sound? Get